is Mrs. Smith, you ask? Like you don't know?
Hello.
Let's get to know Mrs. Smith. Welcome.
Oh, good morning.
How's the morning going so far for you?
It's fantastic.
Yes?
I was up early. I was tuning my guitar. I was getting my hair ready. How are you doing? Oh, well, thank you.
It looks good. I have a question. Normally Alexis would be sitting here, but we had to let folks know that you're searching for Carlisle.
Yes, if anyone out there has any information on the whereabouts of this animal, please all come to the television station right now. Tackle me in the parking lot. This is Carlisle. He's been missing for 2.5 years last Tuesday. Please burn this cat's face into your mind and then come to the show and we'll process those complicated emotions.
Oh, okay. So it's the coming together as people are trying to deal with.
Oh, yes. Especially
okay.
if they find him, bring him to the show.
Okay.
Buy a ticket, then bring him to the show.
Tell me about the life of Mrs. Smith. And we've heard Carlisle is obviously important, but tell me about you.
My life is unusual. You know, I am a lady of a certain age, and at this point in my life, I've embarked on a new adventure as the world's most unlikely guitar hero, you could say. The story behind that, it's such a long backstory. Reader's Digest version is in the 90s, I was kidnapped and held for ransom by a Norwegian death metal band and suffered the Stockholm Syndrome.
I've heard of this a lot.
It happened.
It does.
Thank you. Yeah. Patty Hearst is not the only one, okay, stole my thunder. I was locked in a closet for 3 months in Norway with only a guitar and had to master those mad skills to escape that life dilemma.
Some people go to their local guitar teacher. You go that route.
I got kidnapped.
Okay. All right.
Whatever works.
But the rainbow out of this, the silver lining, if you will, is now you get to share this talent that you never saw coming with the world.
And it has been such an unexpected adventure. First of all, that people would enjoy this guitar playing. They still do. They love to rock out. They love to see somebody expressing things passionately and deeply and connecting it to a personal story. And that's what the show is about. The show is about how I came to be this guitarist. It's got music that you we'll probably recognize. We've got some Prince songs, some Taylor Swift, a little bit of Metallica, a little bit of Jimi Hendrix. So there's something for everybody there, and a little bit of, people call my story comedy. Okay. I see myself as a stand-up tragedian. If people laugh, so be it. So be it.
I'm so glad you can express yourself in that you're so shy. You know, I'm glad you found this outlet. If people want to do more research into Mrs. Smith, you got some good, fun videos on YouTube.
Yes, you can check me out on YouTube, World of Smith. You can also see worldofsmith.com. And check me out on Instagram, SmithCatMrs. That's SmithCatMRS.
In one video, you put like 2 of my favorite things together. That is Bob Ross. And making fun of the infomercials that do ridiculous things like, oh, can't pick up this piece of paper. They're like, oh!
Right. Every time I open that, you know, the drawer in the morning, Tupperware falls on me. It happens every morning, except when I watch the Bob Ross videos. Oh. And so I made a song about that, which is on my new CD. It's called Introducing Mrs. Smith. And it's called the Bob Ross Technique. And it's just about what watching Bob Ross can do for you, but it's been translated into a heavy metal song.
What's going on at House of Guitars? Is something going on?
Oh my gosh, so we have the show Friday night, 8:30, Saturday at 8:30 at the University of Rochester International Theater Program, Todd Theater.
Hang on.
Now Saturday, yes, exactly.
Theater.
Saturday, I will be at the world famous, your viewers know this, and House of Guitars is famous.
It's a big deal.
This is a big deal for the kids, and so I will be at the House of Guitars doing a clinic. I will be sharing some of these extreme techniques that I've evolved on the instrument, talking about the amplifiers, talking with those guitar goons, some of whom are my fans, a lot of whom are, and whom I adore, and they've embraced me, and it's been such an unexpected adventure.
Makeup tips, no, but guitar tips, yes, on
Maybe
Saturday.
a little bit. How do?
A little both? Okay, good. I need the blue eyeshadow tips. Anyway, we're going to pause for just a second. That's what I'm going to get to in the commercial break, the blue eyeshadow tips. And then when we come back, Mrs. Smith performs! Ow!
Now back to Jen.
Marty, I have a new BFF. Mrs. Smith, a Boston girl just like me, and who wears a lot of makeup. But that's where the similarities end, because one, confession, I'm not a big cat person.
What?
I know.
How did we get
she's
paired?
Searching for her cat, I know. Sorry, team dog. But anyway, also, I have never played the guitar. Confession time.
Well, we could do a little lesson here.
Okay.
You want to know some of the fundamentals of what they call shred guitar.
Right, which, by the way, you can see you tonight, 8:30, and tomorrow, University of Rochester, and then tomorrow afternoon, House of Guitars.
House guitars, that's right.
You
And I'll
can
be
have your
doing
own personal
a
session.
lot of shredding.
Yeah,
Now,
what are the fundamentals of shred?
well, first of all, you've got to have a nice loud amplifier. You've got to have a nice loud guitar. And the most important thing, everybody just, if the coffee hasn't kicked in yet, take a gulp now. Because you got to get, the most important part is turning up the volume knob and getting... So, all right, we got a couple of fundamentals in there. We got a power chord.
Yes.
All right, we got some riffs. We got a little two-handed tapping, like Edward Van Halen. Okay, we got a little...
This girl is on fire!
So, wake up, everybody. And finally, my last thing I want to teach you, instead of sweeping up this mess, you do a little sweep arpeggio. Watch this, ready? Whammy bar!
Oh, I was gonna ask what that is. She brought the whammy bar to wham.
That's
of
go to
course.
sleep. Or when the coffee kicks in, wake up.
Now, do you work on the faces too, or does that just come naturally?
To me, if you don't do the faces, you're just not living.
It's true.
Hashtag living, hashtag faces. I don't know. There are some people who stay stoic when they do this stuff. I can't do it. It's not in me.
Right? No, it's not. I don't think you can fully be feeling it if you're just.
No.
Roll your shoulder, boy. No, not feeling it.
I'm not feeling
it.
that.
All right, so people can come and learn from you.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, well, I'll go over some of that stuff, and I talk about the stuff in the show and at the clinic, of course. It'll be great fun.
But also having some fun, too.
Oh, it's all about having fun. Listen, it's serious days, tough days sometimes, dark times. We got to get together and celebrate with music, come together, laugh about the pain. And that's what my art is really about. Yes, I've had some difficult experiences. Kidnapped by a Norwegian death metal band. Not easy.
Hate it when that
but
happens.
we laugh about these things. We put it into the music.
I know a lot of kids want to do this, want to know how to be just like you. Is this a kid-friendly show or leave them at home? What do you think?
It is a kid-friendly show.
Okay.
Absolutely a kid-friendly show. And they might learn a thing or two. They might learn a little bit about some classic music that the parents love and that they might want to teach the kids, whether it's Prince or a little Metallica, things like that, a little Jimi Hendrix, a little Van Halen. So there's something for every generation.
Okay.
And yes, there's no blue humor or anything of that sort.
Okay. You keep the blue for your eyeshadow.
Keep the blue for the eyeshadow, and keep the show clean for the kids. The kidnapping scene is a little dark, but you've got to have a little bit of scary in there.
Okay.
Some of this stuff that they're watching, these kids, this is nothing compared to that.
8:30 tonight and tomorrow at the U of R, and then House of Guitars tomorrow. Can you play one more riff as we leave, just to end on a high note?
Yeah.
There's the bouffant looking at the guitar. Mrs. Smith, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you
This
so
has
much.
been fun. BFF. All right, we got to take a break. When we come back, just in time for Halloween, the tall trainer is here with his pumpkin workout, pumping you up.